Hey guys, I'm excited to share this macrame flower tutorial with you. To create this flower, you will need to know how to tie the double half hitch knot or the clove hitch, both the vertical and horizontal versions of this knot. Please see the description for links on how to tie this knot. We will start by creating 5 flower petals. For each petal, cut 6 strands of rope, each 42 inches in length. Fold 1 strand of rope in half. We will use vertical double half hitch knots to attach the other 5 pieces of rope. Grab the first piece of rope and tie 2 vertical double half hitch knots. Make sure that you tie the knots in the middle of the strands so that you have the same amount of rope hanging from both sides. Start with the first knot on the left. Here's what it should look like. Tie the second vertical half hitch knot right next to it. Here's the first half hitch, and here's the second. Pull on your filler cord so there is no gap at the top. To hold the rope down while I work on it, I will attach a thin piece of rope to the top center of the flower, which I'll remove later. You can also use pins to hold the rope down if you have a soft surface that you're using underneath. Attach the remaining 4 cords using the exact same method as we did with the first cord. We just created the center of the flower, now we will tie rows down the sides of the flower. Flip your work on the side and tie a row of horizontal double half hitch knots. Use the right cord as your filler cord and tie 5 double half hitch knots working to the left. Flip your work over and tie a row of horizontal double half hitch knots on the other side. Use the left cord as your filler cord and tie 5 double half hitch knots working to the right. Tie one more double half hitch knot to connect the two sides. Repeat the same process by tying one row of double half hitch knots on both sides of your work. Tie a double half hitch knot in the middle to connect the two sides. Flip your work on the side. Using the right cord as your filler cord, tie two horizontal double half hitch knots working to the left. Use the same filler cord but tie two horizontal double half hitch knots working to the right. Using the same filler cord, tie 5 horizontal double half hitch knots working to the left. This method adds a bit of extra shape to your petal. If you'd prefer to create a petal without this extra section, start by skipping the first 2 rows of 2 double half hitch knots and only tie 1 row of 5 double half hitch knots. Repeat this exact same method on the other side of your work. Unlike the other rows, for this row we will not connect the two sides. For the next section, we are going to gather all the cords and bring them down to the bottom of the petal. To do this, start by tying 1 horizontal double half hitch knot. Tie your second double half hitch knot around the 2 cords on the right. Here's what it will look like. We will continue to gather cords as we work our way down the petal. Tie your third double half hitch knot around the 3 cords on the right. Tie your 4th double half hitch knot around the 4 cords on the right. Tie your 5th double half hitch knot around the 5 cords on the right. Repeat the exact same process on the other side of your work. We finished 1 petal. Make 4 more using the exact same process. The final step is to create the middle of your flower. There are a lot of different options. In this tutorial, I'll create a fuzzy center for my flower using a pom-pom method, but you can also get creative and do something a little different. In the past, I've used barrel knots and spiral knots to create the center. Wrap a piece of rope around your 3 fingers about 10 times. Use another piece of rope and tie a double knot around the middle. Leave one end long so that it blends in with the bottom of the petals when you add it to your flower. Tie 1 more knot to secure it in place. Cut the loops and then brush out the string. Grab another piece of rope and wrap it around your flower to hold it in place. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up below, and if you have any feedback, please feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly video tutorials.